So herbs are starting to come up. The first herb of the year, at least in my garden, is chives. And just recently in my garden, and everybody's garden is going to be a little bit different, I've started getting chive blossoms, which are just gorgeous. I have a feeling they were used in dye in olden days. And we're going to make some chive blossom vinegar, which is really very easy. So I have a jar. You want the chive blossoms either just out, or even you can use, like this one is almost out. And this one, I'm even going to use it even though it's just a bud. But mostly you want them out, but not, you know, when they get really big, they've kind of lost some of their oomph. So I'm putting them in a jar. That's probably enough. Then I have heated some white distilled vinegar. It's, you don't boil it. You heat it just till you can smell it and little bubbles start to form. And you have that in a nice heat-proof glass, like a mason jar or whatever. You pour that over, pour your vinegar over the blossoms. I think that's good. And then, pardon me, I'm gonna push them down a little. Then for starters, you just cover them loosely. Later in the day, you're going to cover them more fully, but for now we cover them loosely. You let them sit for, it'll take about a couple of days in all. After you cover it tightly, then you're going to start turning it. And in a day or two, this is what you get, this gorgeous, gorgeous pink color. This is from a couple of days ago. Obviously, we don't need the blossoms in the vinegar, so I'm pouring them through cheesecloth. Pouring vinegar through cheesecloth. It's interesting, these blossoms have really tightened up while decanting. There we go. And that's what I'm going to use as a vinegar. You want to use it in anything where you'd like a hint of onion flavor, because chives are in the onion family. So I'm currently going to put them in a little potato salad. I have cooked, I overcooked them slightly, but ignore that. That's 4 to 5 medium potatoes. And I have some celery. And some hard-boiled egg. It's whatever you like in your potato salad, really. And I'm going to put some bacon on the top, but now we're going to make a dressing for it. So I have mayonnaise, and I'm taking my beautiful chive blossom vinegar. That's about a cup of mayonnaise. This is going to be 2 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more of the vinegar. So you're going to have this pretty pink and white sauce. Messy, but okay. When I boiled the potatoes, I boiled them in the salted water, that is. And then when they came out, I immediately tossed them with salt and a little bit of oil and a little bit of half a lemon, the juice of half a lemon. And that gets them so that they won't completely soak up every drop of the mayonnaise when you get to the mayonnaise part. We're going to put some pepper in that, because I like pepper in mine. We might put a dab of mustard. I'm going to taste it before I put the mustard in. I do want to put a little bit of, now you could just use chives, but I happen to have some dill in the house. So I'm going to throw some dill in too. Oh, I love the smell of dill. It's so good. Okay. This, you could chop it up better. I'm just going to have big sprigs of dill in my dressing, and that's fine. We're going to pour it over our potato mixture. Not hard. A little chopping involved, and you have to watch to make sure the potatoes don't overcook. The phone rang just as mine were about to be ready, so that's why mine got a tiny bit overcooked. And we're going to mix that up. Now, after you mix it up, you can taste it. I might do that. See whether you want to need to add more mayonnaise. I don't think we're going to need more mayonnaise, but it does kind of sop up the mayonnaise. And, oh, it looks good. Okay, I'm going to taste it and see if I want the mustard. That's really the best way to do any of these things. Oh, I can taste the chive blossom vinegar. I'm going to add just the littlest bit of mustard, just for fun. Okay, there we go. We mix that all up. Then you can serve it like this, and then people can garnish for themselves, or I'm just going to garnish it a little bit because I happen to be here. I'm obviously garnishing it with, we're going to start with the bacon. Again, if you're serving vegetarians, don't do the bacon, but it's good. Chives. And just for fun, a little pink flower. Just, I don't know that that's going to show up too much, but it's so pretty, why not? So there we have something you can use your chive blossom vinegar for. Happy herbs. Bye.